in the name of the law, or give me your wallet.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Lupinranger vs. Patranger DX VS Changer. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have the Changer, we have the three Patrangers. On this side of the box, we have the Patrangers. On this side of the box, we have Patra and Ichigo. On the top of the box, Patranger, Lupinranger, things and stuff, and robots, and things and stuff, and obligatory product shots. And on the bottom of the box, we have Todd Pac-Man. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the DX VS Changer, the Versus Changer, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's right, and either way, I'll get corrected. But anyway, here we have the Changer. Now, there were two different sets that were released for the Changer. The set you're seeing right here is the Patra and Ichigo set, which comes with the Trigger Machine Ichigo, Trigger Machine 1. And there was also a set that was released for Lupin Red that came with the Red Dial Fighter. Now, no matter which set you buy, it comes with the exact same gun. The gun is not different. The only change is which vehicle you get with the gun. So unless you're going completist on the line, you really only need to buy one. I got the Patra and Ichigo set just because. But first, we'll take a quick look at the Trigger Machine Ichigo, and this is the exact same Trigger Machine Ichigo that I reviewed with the other two Trigger Machines, and if you missed that review, you can click the link in the gimmick right there in the corner of your screen. But it is the exact same DX Trigger Machine Ichigo with metallic blue paint there. Some nice details, 0 to 1, all that good stuff. Pull the trigger. You have the battle mode there with the super turbo wheel going on. And of course the rail system there on the bottom. All that good stuff right there. So we'll put this off to the side. And now we will focus on the main event itself, which is the Changer. So yes, this is their Changer, their morpher, their transformation device, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it is a gun changer, and it's pretty cool. I do quite like it. As you can see, it is done in white and black and red and orange. And we'll get in close here so you can see the details. You got some lovely silver paint there for the barrel, a lot of silver paints on this, which looks quite nice. You have some of that orange. You got a good amount of transparent red plastic throughout because we're going to have some lights shining through there, which looks quite nice. And of course you have the rail here to insert your vehicles. And going down the handle, again, some nice detailing here. Big handle on the back. And looks pretty cool. Now your battery compartment is right here. It takes two AAAs. Your on-off switch is right here, and the speaker is right here, and the trigger is right there, done in that transparent red plastic as well. And yeah, and just for comparison, here it is with last year's Changer, the Seiza Blaster, just so you can see. Oh, that scales there. It is a nicely sized gun for me anyway. Granted, I have the hands of a little girl, so in my hands, you know, fits pretty comfortably. Now, in the hands of someone with actual adult hands, this handle might be a bit too small, but for me, fits quite comfortably. So, without further ado, let's get down to the noises. So again, your on-off switch is right here. Turn it on, and you get activation noise. You get those bright LEDs going off in there. And now we pull the trigger. You get a pew pew noise. You can rapid fire that if you want to. And you got that going on. Now this front section does rotate and it is now locked in place. To unlock it, you have to pull back this red trigger right here. So pull that back and now you can turn it down and you get that noise. You can bring it back up. And you can bring it up again. And that's how that works. That is how that works. And I guess there's nothing left to do but get down to some transforming. So since this is the Patra and Ichigo set, we'll just start off with Trigger Machine 1. So just slide it down. And we're ready to go. turn it down. And pull the trigger. There you go. You have now transformed. And as you can see now, the really cool thing, I do dig this, is now the trigger from the trigger machine is now the trigger for the gun. I think that's pretty cool how that works. But now you have the trigger machine on there, and when you pull the trigger, you get a new firing noise. A much beefier firing noise. And you can see here in the transparent plastic, there is the symbol there for the Patrangers, which gets nice and lit up there. And you can rapid fire that if you want to. So now we can actually summon our trigger machine, and to do that you want to turn the changer up and then bring it back down. So bring it up. And then bring it back down. So there you go, you've now summoned the trigger machine Ichigo. And there you go. So, to disengage the trigger machine, you just want to bring the front section back up. It's gonna... Shush, I need to explain things. Shush. It will just keep making noises if you just leave it alone. But to disengage the trigger machine, it is now locked in place. So you can't just yank it out or you're going to break something. The release button is right here, this black button. So you just hold that down and you can release the trigger machine. So, and now we will move on to trigger machine EmGo. Yay. You get that same beefy attack noise, or firing noise rather. And now we will summon the vehicle. So there you have that. So there you have EmGo, and now we will move on to Sango. There that, and we will summon our vehicle. So there you have that. So there you have the Patrangers. And now we will move on to the Lupinranger. So we'll start with Lupin Red. So what you want to do here is you want to turn the dial until you hear that noise. So what you want to do with the Lupinrangers is you want to turn this section up. So you got that. So now you're transformed into Lupin Red, and you can see now when the gun is in this configuration, you have the symbol there for the Lupin Rangers right there, and of course, you get a new firing sound. So you got that going. And of course, we can now summon our Dial Fighter, so if you just want to bring it down and then bring it back up. So there you have that. So there you have Lupin Red, and now we will move on to Lupin Blue. Jazz hands. Sorry. And we'll now summon our Dial Fighter. So you have blah 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 blue. So there you have that. And last but not least, Lupin Yellow. Jazz hands. And now we will summon our Dial Fighter. And there you have Yellow. So, there you go. So there you have the DX Changer versus Changer, whatever you want to call it. One thing I just want to explain a little bit further when it comes to the Dial Fighters in the gun. The whole dial turning gimmick, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Basically what happens is when you turn the dial, if we come down here, this little bit, you'll see this little tab move up and down when you're turning the dial. And what's happening is that tab pushes this little bar right here in the center. That's just a big button in there. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's not a necessity by any means. You can just plug it in and turn it up. So you don't have to do the dial turning thing if you don't want to. It's just if you want to be accurate about it. So just wanted to explain that a bit further there so you know how everything works. So yeah, as far as the VS Changer goes, I like it. I dig the design. I think it looks quite cool in my opinion anyway. And yeah, dig the noises. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what other noises will be unlocked in this particular device as the series progresses. So, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. So, there you go. Now, I picked this up from Hobby Link Japan, but of course, there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you're interested, such as CS Toys, Ami Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon, but do be wary of their pricing. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for some Super Sentai items. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below. You can also check out my Lupinranger vs. Patranger playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Lupinranger vs. Patranger DX VS Changer, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.